How you doing, Billy? What's going on? Give it a few minutes, see if anybody pops up. How you doing, MJ? What's new? Anything? Why don't we have a topic like how'd you get into reefing and why are you still in it? Why are you staying with the reefing? What do you like so much about it? You got into it and you're staying into it. Oh, you're still at work? Okay. What do you do for a living? Always good to sneak the phone in at work, huh? Lol. So, we got anybody else popping up? I don't see anybody. Usually I can see a count. I can't see a count tonight. At PetSmarts. Alrighty. What state you in? That's cool. So it's not PetSmarts, it's PetMarts. Must be what state's that in? Oh, Florida. They're still open. It's 9 o'clock. Thought they shut down at 9. All the ones near me shut down at 9. What's up, Billy? Yeah, I thought that it was 10 o'clock. Sorry about that yesterday with CJ. Caught the last half hour myself. So I was thinking of a subject like, how'd you get started in reefing and why are you staying in it? I'm curious. How you got in it and why are you staying with it? Oh, we're going with Edward, huh? Okay, so just call you William then, huh? Lol. So what got you guys into keeping fish and why do you still do it? I know why I do it. I mean, it's just look at they're just beautiful, beautiful creatures. I thought, oh, you're done with, oh, you're building one for somebody. I see. That's right, right. That's interesting with those tiles you were making with. That's pretty cool. I would never thought of that. You charging the guy, or you just doing it for free? Okie dokie. No problem. As you see, everything's doing pretty well right now. Flaming's got a little nip in his back of his tail, but the aggression has stopped between him and the hippo. So hopefully it stays that way. And nobody's messing with the purple tang at all, so I think I've dodged a bullet there. And then the new king of the fish tank, Mr. Purple Tang. The biggest, baddest fish in there. else we got on here? I see two people. Yeah? Huh?
No, he's not.
This is a live stream of Ed Fish Tank Extreme. Subject I'm talking about tonight will be, why did you get into fish and why are you staying in fish? I'm just curious what drives you. I got into fish because my son won a goldfish at a fair and it snowballed into 10-gallon tank, 14-gallon tank, 20-gallon tank, up to a 60. 60 broke, I turned it into a saltwater, I got a 55, and then over 2 years ago I got the 90. So that's why I got in it, and why I'm staying in it is just because look at the fish, they're gorgeous. Sometimes they are a pain in the ass, keeping everything running correctly, but they are beautiful. It's a live stream, Ed's Fish Tank Extreme, a new person. Who is it? And tell me what's going on. Just sit here and enjoy my fish. Thanks, buddy. You like what you see? You like the fish? This tank is just a little over 2 years old right now. I I had a 55 gallon for about 3 years, and then I upgraded to this 90. Got any other questions for me, Bob? How you doing, Monica? How's your 75 doing? What's up, Chad? How's that little JBJ doing? As you can see, there's a little aggression right now. Yeah, Bob, fish tanks are cool. Look at all these bright colors that these fish have. Well, that stinks. What'd you do, dose it and it went out of control? That's what happened to me. Well, go get a 90 gallon then, bro. Yeah, you know, a lot of people, they do all these dosings with the bio pellets and all this other stuff, and I personally think it can cause more trouble than they're worth. I mean, if you go with all the natural stuff like I do, I don't know, it might work for you, might not. I don't know. Some people run all these bio pellets and reactors, and thing runs good. So I mean, it's like Bay Area Reef say, every fish tank is different. You could buy the same equipment, have the same fish, same rocks, and you might have more trouble and the other guy won't, so you never know. Yo, I bet the corals are, yeah. Any little bit to grow with. And as you can see, my corals are growing. My fish seem to be happy, so I'm cool. I'm happy about that. Any and all aggression, I think, is done with the fish, so I'm real happy with that. I think that purple is one of the neatest things I've ever seen in my life. It's kind of strange actually seeing one in my tank. Been wanting one for years. I have a Tsunami custom sump, Bob. I have a video on it if you want to go look at my videos. I have a refugium in there. I got, what do you call it, the protein skimmer, UV sterilizer, and that's all I'm running through there. I'm just using filter floss for filtration and carbon bag. No filter socks, no pellet reactors, nothing. All straightforward stuff. The Flame Angel is right there. It looks like he's got out of his shell. He's got a little nip on the back of his tail that the hippo gave, but he looks pretty good. He's swimming out front. What, for the sump, Bob? I traded a bunch of coral, and if I didn't trade the coral, it would have been 300. Guy worked with me with trading coral and getting my sump built. Well, this one eats nori if they let him. I saw him eating it the other day. As you can see, he hasn't lost any weight, so he must be eating something. Maybe he's eating the pods. Other than that nip in his tail, he's doing really good. Doesn't look like the hippo's chasing him anymore, so that's really good. Yeah, the remnants of the hippo's fin is because he had lateral line disease. He had ick and then turned into lateral line, but he survived it all. I had to medicate the whole tank because I didn't feel like taking everything apart. That's why you don't buy fish from a place you don't know. Not a good idea. Well, you learn the hard way. That's why this hobby is the hobby it is. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. Yeah, I wouldn't know about Montiporas. I don't. They're pretty, but they when they do grow, they take over the tank, and I don't know if I want to do that. I might want to do a rockscape on this thing anyway if I was going to do any more corals. I got to do a water change tomorrow, so maybe I'll take out some rocks and redo them. Yeah, I even caught the clownfish eating the nori. So did the chromis. Even the golden blenny eats it. It's probably the best thing to do, Monica. I mean, I've learned the hard way. Went in one place, the guy just got the fish in, said it was a good price. I brought it home. He didn't acclimate it, so I put it in the tank. I acclimated it. Killed my Flame Angel. Killed my Naso Tang. What else did it kill? Killed another wrasse. So I'll never ever buy something like that again. If I don't know the store, I'm never going to buy another fish from a store I don't know. About 90% of these fish I got from that store I videotaped, so I'm pretty lucky with him. In some of these stores, these people have videotaped, I'm like cringing. I can't believe that they're open. How do you treat animals like that? Especially high dollar fish like that. It's just sick. I don't know if you guys caught that video of Router Tube. We went into Walmart and there was a living head of a fish swimming around. It was like really eerie looking. Yeah, imagine you must have quite a few fish places up in Philadelphia. Big city and all, right? But it's best to stick with just one place. It's weird, I just had Billy Pipes on, and he skedaddled, so I don't know what's going on. Oh yes you do, Chad, you pay the price. Well, that's good, Monica. You find a place that keeps healthy fish and you don't have any issues with them, keep buying them there. I would love to have a... Okay, Bob, I've been there a few times. He's not exactly cheap on fish, that's for sure. Some of the fish are good $20, $30, $40 more than other stores in this area. Well, that's amazing. I thought Philly would be like, you know, be full of that kind of stuff. Yeah, come and think of it, there wasn't too many fish stores where I'm from originally either. I think there's maybe like, I can only count like 3 or 4 on my hand that I knew of when I lived in Connecticut. Of course, I wasn't in really much fish when I lived up there, so. Yeah, I mean, I drive a couple of towns up to get my equipment because it's cheaper than certain places, and he'll back the equipment up. But fish, no, won't do that. Yeah, you know Ryan? Yeah, he's a cool dude. That's like I said. That's where I bought this tank. I bought my some of my equipment there. I got the wave makers from him. I bought my protein skimmer from him. I got the UV sterilizer from him. And I bought the stand somewhere else. I bought the sump somewhere else. I mean, it's just certain things I know where to buy, where I can get better deals that they'll back the stuff up. No problem, Macca. Appreciate it. It's been up over 2 years now. And I slowly added different corals and stuff to it. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way too, Monica. I get a lot of my equipment somewhere else simply because the guy's, I mean, he'll match the prices sometimes, but sometimes he doesn't. So I end up going somewhere else because the guy will trade coral with me, and that's where I got my sump from. And I traded my coral up for a sump. Then he took my old sump and sold that. So I mean, he'll do deals for me, stuff like that. So I can't complain about that. But sometimes I do get some supplies, like I get my not charcoal, the what do you call that stuff? Shoot, I get some of my stuff in the box stores. Like some of the filters I get there because they're cheaper. No, you can't. I mean, I had extra coral. Why not? You know, why not sell it, make some money, trade it up for equipment. That's what I'm doing with. Now that's what I'm going to do with a protein skimmer too. Now I've traded up some more corals and see if it'll take some more so I can get it. So I eventually trade up enough till I can, you know, get a bigger tank. You never know. Eventually it'll start paying off for me. When you get people to work with you like that, you can't complain. You got to be happy with that. And I'm really happy with that sump because it's not one of these out of the box sumps that, you know, all of them got filter socks and all that other crap. So it was nice to actually have an actual sump that I wanted and that they could actually build from my specifications. And like I said in the past, it actually can handle a 240 gallon fish tank if I wanted to. No problem, Leaf. I'll tell him. Leaf says hi, Sean. Yes, I'm going to. I was going to get a 200 eShop's 200 snow cone. Now I'm thinking about getting a 300, just in case that I do get a bigger tank. Because a 200, yeah, probably handle maybe a 180, but if I ever want to go bigger than that, you know, think ahead. I think, because I've done that in the past. You know, I bought something that I could have used something bigger, and I didn't, and I ended up buying something bigger later. So I mean, you know, I started with a 20-gallon saltwater tank. Then I went to the 55. Now I got the 90. So I mean, it is a progression. You do want to go bigger, not just because of the fish, but yeah, the fish too, but because you do different rockscapes. You want to do different scenery. I mean, you want to do different things. You want to get bigger fish. You want to be able to so your fish can grow, you know, stuff like that. The sad thing is, the day before I set this 90 up, my Naso just dropped dead. I was so pissed. I said, you couldn't have waited a day to get in a new tank? So, shit happens. What are you going to do? So I've had 2 Nasos, and I don't know if I'll get another one. I've had 4 Mandarin gobies. I think I'm done with them. They're too much of, I mean, even though I got a lot of pods in here, it's too much of a pain in the ass. They're very delicate. This is a 90 gallon right now. At one time I was thinking about getting a 75, but I figured screw it, I might as well go good with 15 more gallons. More water volume, the less trouble you have too. So, and I usually only do a 20-gallon water change once a month. That's all I do with this. I never had any real issues until I started trying to dose something, and that's when I had an issue. Now I'm like, you know what? Maybe I better not dose anything. Why rock the boat? If it's running right, the fish are happy, the corals are growing, I'll leave it the hell alone. Like the old saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's exactly what I'm thinking, you know. It's not worth, I mean, like I said, I went from a 20 to a 90 within a 3-4 year period. So I mean, it's only a matter of time, especially if I can sell more corals and grow more corals, that I will definitely get a bigger tank. Well, it was nice of her to give you a 75 gallon. I doubt my wife would. But she's helped me out, and even though she doesn't like fish in general. She's grown to like a lot of them. Now she likes that flame angel. She thinks it's beautiful. So it grows on you eventually. What did you have before the 75, Monica? And of course, a lot of people would say, why do I have 4 big fish in this tank when it's only 90? Well, I had more fish in this tank at one time, so I figured, why not? I mean, they got plenty of swimming room. Mr. Pipes, how you doing? So, I mean, they're happy, they're eating, they're healthy, corals are growing, so, you know, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm sorry to hear about that. Hell of a way to get a fish tank. Sorry for your loss. I don't know what my father would have thought of this. He probably would have thought it was pretty, but probably thought it was nuts for spending this kind of money. How bigger were you going to go if you didn't get to 75? And how big do you want to go? Do you want to go in the 200 range? No problem. I'll check it out, Billy. I get all your beeps. My phone will go beep, beep, beep. Oh, somebody uploaded a video. Let's see, I don't know too much about basements because I hardly ever lived in a house. I only lived in a condo up north. So, I mean, you've got to have that thing insulated and stuff to have like fish tanks and stuff, I'd imagine, because it gets pretty damn cold up there. And them cellars get pretty cold. CJ, what's up, man? Well, I don't know if you saw, I got a purple tang and I got a flame angel. There's the purple, you like that? There's the flame angel. And there's hardly any aggression, so I'm very lucky. The flame angel got nipped by the hippo, but other than that, they're getting along better now.
Oh, CJ, what's up? So who said hi to me?
Leaf Ramirez.
Oh.
You know what that is?
Yeah, Jacob.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's a nice little tribute to him. This is what my dad left me, and now I'm gonna make a nice fish area and remember him all the time. I'm gonna get a bigger skimmer, that's for sure. Especially with all this crap. Tangs are doing great for me. They're just, like I said, I had a little bit of aggression when I put them in there, but as you can see, the size of him is nobody gonna be messing with him. Well, that's good to have heat in there. That's cool. Yeah, he says hi, Leaf. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, Leaf!
He says, yo, what up? What up, buddy? Yeah, I'm real happy with that purple tang, man. It's It's just a gorgeous fish. And I know you're not supposed to put two zebra somas together, but you know, hey, screw it, why not? You're not fighting each other, so who cares? Thanks, Leaf, I appreciate that. I was just telling them that I'm selling some of these corals, and that's how I got. No, I'm not freezing. Yeah, Nasas are pretty. But like I said, I've lost two of them, so I'm not in the mood to go get another one. But I've been wanting one of these purple tanks forever. You guys check out a new store or something? Did Scott go with you too, or no? No, Respy hasn't come on. I guess you guys are having a little private conversation. That's cool. No, I certainly didn't. But I'm sure you're happy they won. Not really into college games. But congratulations on Louisville. So CJ, you were saying last night you'd like to get like a 150-gallon cube, huh? Do they make tanks like that? And why wouldn't you want a long tank? I mean, I know you like aquascaping, but longer tanks are better for bigger fish. It's like Rotterdam. Every time I call up, he says he wants to put a 240 in his basement. That sounds good, man. If I lived near you, I'd go too. I love looking at corals. Ah, small fish. You don't like tangs, CJ? I've been in love with tangs since I started this thing. Smaller tangs, okay. Yeah, it's why I'm doing it slowly. You know, I don't want to break the bank or get screwed. Gotta spend a little at a time, man, or you'll ruin a lot of things. He's down in Florida, Billy, right near me. So you buy a lot of corals, Monica? You making a big coral tank? What's up, Bob? I'd say at least 150 gallon or bigger for an Achilles tang. Because if you get anything smaller than that, it's not going to be a happy fish. Nice. Sounds good, man. Expensive, the A-can? To mention, I think the Achilles, those Achilles are probably a $200-300 fish too, so they're not cheap. So, what was your ultimate fish, Monica? Was it the Naso and the purple tang, or was there something else you wanted? I don't know if you can see, but on this left side here, where my finger is, that anemone there, it's starting to crawl back over to the GSP again. So I might have to put another blower right on top of that thing because it ate it last time. Take care, CJ. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Happy reefing, bro. Oh, Achilles. Okay. That's what CJ was talking about. He wants an Achilles. The fox face I've had for, let's see, how long have I had that thing now? About a year and a half, 2 years I've had the fox face. One of my first, I bought 3 original fish. My first 3 original fish was a yellow tang, a powder brown, and a fox face. And the only one left in this tank from those 3 is my yellow tang. The yellow tang lost its eye because it was fighting with the fox face. Then the fox face died. And then one day, the powder brown just disappeared. So I was stuck with one original fish, and the only original fish I have in here is that big peculiar clownfish in the back that was in my original 20 gallon. Well, see why it's so expensive. Yeah, the equipment is the expensive part, but some of the fish are very, very delicate and they're hard to get, and that makes some of the fish very expensive also. But I'd say the 2 most expensive things in the hobby is the live rock and the lighting, because the live rock could run anywhere from $3.99 a pound up to $8-9 a pound, and then the lighting, if you want to get any LEDs, you're talking, I mean the good ones, you're probably talking, you know, $300-400. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you got it covered. I got into it because of my son's, actually. He won a goldfish at a fair. And like I said before, it kind of snowballed. I went from a 10-gallon to a 14-gallon, 20-gallon to a 60-gallon, and then here I am with a 90-gallon saltwater. So it snowballed. I used to get my water in a only saltwater store for water changing, and then I fell in love with the fish, and then I figured, why not have one? Yes, dry rock is a lot cheaper, and you don't have any pests, but it takes a while to cure. Once you get it cured, you're fine. Yeah, T5s can be pricey. Probably the most expensive thing about a T5 is the bulbs themselves. Once a year I got to spend 80 bucks on this thing. $400. Wow, that's cool, bro. Let's say I got these lights from that guy too that made the deal with the sump. So he gave me a deal. I traded my old 2-bulb light system for this 4-bulb with a moonlight on it. And I've had this thing probably about 3 years now. Well, it's better in respect to that you're not having any pests in the live rock. You're starting out clean. But like I said, you have to cure it. You have to let it sit in the water for like 3 weeks to a month to get the rock to turn live. So you do have to turn it to a live rock. And then when you're waiting for that, once you set up your fish tank, it takes a good 6 weeks for the fish wing to cure itself too. You to get all the right bacteria growing in there, so you can have fish in there. If you go with live rock, less time to prepare the tank, but then you also have, like I said, pests. You could have bristle worms, you could have aptasia, all that kind of stuff in the rocks. Yes, it is a coral life, Billy. It's got the moonlights on it. It's got the 2 white, yes, and 2 purple on it. Do you know Maca? Maca. Oh, he did ask me. Oh, the fish tank, it cost me $300. Yeah, that's a good idea, Monica. That's what I was telling me. You have to cure the rock.
Can I give you some? What's that?
Yes, it's 4 bulbs.
Nice.
No problem, Maca. I mean, those 4 bulbs do a really good job. I mean, I would love to get like LEDs, but they're just too expensive.
Maca. I love the little T5s too.
You have T5s, Monica, or you have LEDs? You got a good eye, Billy, knowing that was a coral life.
Give her treats.
Oh, are you in England, I guess, with the 600 pounds, huh? That wasn't me, that was my son.
What?
And you touching the glass.
You're blaming it on me, huh?
Because you were standing next to it.
And no, that whistle was not a fire alarm. Oh, dang.
Go away.
I love you.
Love you.
Love me too? Give me a shout out? I'll give you a shout out on mine. I'm doing live stream there. Yo, don't forget to check out my channel. It's at DropShotXX12342. If you like gaming, just don't forget to subscribe. I'll give you all shout outs. Like my dad right here. It's just taking extreme out, boy.
Later, Sean.
Hi, Bob.
Touch, 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 touch. Here, fishy, fishy. No problem, Billy. That sounds like a good idea. That's what I'd like to do, is have a retrofit bulbs with the with the LEDs. Gives it more spectrum. Nice fishy. Good fishy. Yeah, I was looking on all these different bulk resupply and Marine Depot and all these, and anything that has both LEDs and bulbs, it's astronomically insane what they want for these things. $600, $700, $800. It's like, you know, it's a freaking bulb. Well, I did have a purple in here at one time, but now they're both bluish purple. Believe it or not, it's hard to get these bulbs anymore unless you order them online. One guy I used to go to, he's not selling these anymore. No problem, UK. Must be getting chilly over there, huh, Macca? I've got, I believe I have 16, I think it's 16 fish in here. And yeah, probably that's a lot of fish for this tank, but hey, you know, I'll do it my way. It's pretty cool how you got that little fish pop up like that, Bob. Yeah, I know they do have a good success with them. But the bulbs, I guess because of the EPA and all that crap, they're really hard to buy now. And like I said, $80 a year ain't cheap replacing these things, man. But you got to bite the bullet and do it. I met a lady in the fish store today, and she had the same bulbs in her tank for 2 years. Yeah, well, that's why I don't live up north, Macca. See, I'm originally from Connecticut. I don't know if you know the states very well, but that's a very cold state. And I imagine it would probably remind you of England because it's all gray and cloudy all the time. Well, that's nice. Oh, how are you doing that? That's cool, bro. Is that on a computer or on your phone? I can't do both. I'm just using the phone. No, I didn't get her number, Billy. Yes, I do have 2 fish tanks. I have a 20-gallon in my son's room, which is just a fowler with 5 fish in it. Maybe you can get them to get you gift cards, and you can. You? I figured it was you. Just got to get you people to drive on the right side of the road. Ha ha ha. Ooh, fancy. Are you not married, Billy? Say hi to Scott for me. Sounds good, guys. I like that. That's funny because we started driving over here first and you guys didn't follow us, I guess, huh? Well, I am. Be going on 23 years next year. Yeah, I guess she is, right? Yeah, it is hypnotizing, isn't it, Monica? Ooh, you're getting a little aggressive now. Caught some aggressive. Ooh, now he's going nuts on the other one now. Ooh, we're getting a little fist fight. What part of Florida do you live in there, MJ? What kind of fish tanks do you got? Yeah, you caught that, huh? That's ironic because they usually don't do that. Maybe they're just showing off for you guys. Or maybe their pistol light's still on and they want to go to sleep, who knows? He just swims so gracefully, doesn't he? Well, congratulations. 1 year, wow. Yes, the tank, even cloudy, is. I'd rather look at a fish tank than go to work, that's for sure. Sometimes when I'm leaving in the morning, I stare at it too long. Well, you can spell shit. What's your real name, Macca?
Told me it was your friend.
It is. Yes, it is actually.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. I don't care. It's kind of cute.
Actually, I'm on my Show in the World Gmail account. I can't type out all the time. I was sitting on my channel. I'm bored.
No problem. I can spell that pretty easily.
I can't spell either. Can't spell bounce.
Bounce?
Hmm?
B-O-U-N-C-E.
I put B-O-N-U-C. Hey, shut up. I'm a kid.
It's all right. So where did you get the name Macca if your name is Steve? Is that just, what does that mean? Is that your last name?
How many people eat 7 weeks? I wasn't touching it. I was just pointing at it.
He says lots of laughs.
Huh?
I told him you touched it because that's lots of LOL.
No,
That's cool, Billy.
just laugh out loud.
I know what it means.
Just laugh at.
Whatever.
What are these guys minding? Is Beyonce in today?
Beyonce can go jumping away. McCann, isn't that like an Irish name? You an Irishman living in England?
What up, gang? It's Steve Urkel.
My next fish will be a fish tank.
No. It will probably be a sailfin.
No, I don't like those things.
No!
I don't like sailfins.
No! I know. It has to be a tank. Unicorn tank. I like those.
I would like to get a shoal tang. They're very pretty, but they're very aggressive. You need a real big tank for one of those.
Oh, do you have clovers?
Yeah.
I'm a bodyguard.
You're bodyguarding the fish tank.
Yeah, I'm like one of those queen soldiers. Need like those big apples. Just steal
It's a
them.
hat, son. Not a hat.
Hat, whatever. The things that they put on that ride at the mall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm different.
I'll be honest. I really don't know if I really want another fish, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been wanting this purple tang forever, and I had the flame angel before, and I really wanted another one. I'm quite happy with what I have right now. Yes, I have sand in my tank. I have 3 sand sifting starfish to go underneath it and clean it up. I also have Nacerius snails that go under there. They clean up the sand. Oh, you're half Irish. That's cool. My last name is Brennan, and yes, I'm Irish. My great-grandfather came in 1865 from Ireland during the potato famine, and he worked on the railroads, and he settled in Connecticut. Chevron tangs are very pretty, but they're very expensive. All those big tangs are real expensive. Yeah, I mean, you can put a, CJ's got one in his 45.